Move over, kids! I was looking for my phone, that's why I'm like 2 minutes late? 2 minutes late. Even though I never officially said 9:30, that is kind of what the unofficial, official time is. I'll give everybody a second or two to get here. I got a new phone though, finally, but hey, you know what? You can have a new phone all day long, but if you can't find it, you can't find it. It's kind of dark in here. Hey, let me turn on the light real quick. And then there shall be light. Look at that. Doesn't the light just suddenly irradiate? Does it bring out my smile? I'd smile, but I just ate some Cheetos, so who knows what's in my teeth. Okay, let's get right to it. Pokemon Detective Pikachu shocks the competition in opening weekend. I don't know why it's a shock. In fact, it's a shock to me that it didn't get first. I guess it made $55 million, which is really, really good. But Avengers held the top spot at $65 million. I guess people are saying that it's a "Hi, Ken, I'll be there in 30 seconds, waiting for the commercial." Nick, I told you, you didn't have to wait for the commercial when it comes to these live events, but I do appreciate that. So let me just talk slower so Nick can, I'm just kidding. Let's just keep going. Okay, so I don't know why it's such a surprise, but I feel that it's a surprise because it's a video game franchise. Typically, video game franchises nowadays are kind of like what comic book franchises were for a while. Now a comic book franchise is like everybody wants to make a comic book movie, but when it came to, hey, what's up, my man, I'm just talking about how people are surprised that Detective Pikachu made $55 million, while I'm more surprised it didn't take the top spot. People, I think, are just not used to video game companies back from vacation. How was Disneyland, I believe it was? Your mail call Monday is tomorrow too, Chris. And by the way, just you'll see how I react tomorrow, but dude, you shouldn't have. But in a good way. So anyways, it's just surprising that we finally got a good video game movie. It took us forever to get a good, not just one good comic book movie, but like an entire universe. I mean, if you look at the Marvel universe, there's not that many bad movies. Yeah, maybe Thor 2 didn't hit the mark. Maybe one of the Iron Mans wasn't that great. Maybe Incredible Hulk, well, we know. But I mean, it's just like so many good movies. And then we get Detective Pikachu comes out. When was the last time we had a good video game movie? Mortal Kombat? Tomb Raider? I don't even know. So, Detective Pikachu doing great in the theater. So, go and check it out. Let's see. What do we got next? Nintendo increases GPC clock speed in the Switch with encouraging results. This is the Mortal Kombat effect. What does this mean? I'm going to break it down for you. Pretty much, Nintendo was holding back the speed of what the Switch could do. After 2 years, they finally decided to let the reins go, and now games actually, without even having to go to a Switch Pro, games can actually go faster, and that's why we can have Mortal Kombat in docked and undocked mode. Chris here is saying he did watch Detective Pikachu, and I think, well, he thinks he enjoyed it more than his 4-year-old. I bet your 4-year-old would have something different to say, but I can see it. It looks really, really good. Still, though, Deadpool and Pikachu, what a world we live in. So anyways, the GPC clock, Switch games can go faster now, which is encouraging. And then if you add the fact that if we do get a Switch Pro, boom, we can get, the Switch is going to be going for a long while. Here's your meme of the day. Link captures a fairy hero. Bowser captures a fairy villain. I mean, hey, double standards here. Double standards. This is an oldie, but a goodie. Now, here is not your comment of the day. This is not the comment of the day, but Riley says, just so you know, MGAMC in Florida had plenty of cars to give away. I think the shortage depends on certain areas. I could see that, actually. I made a video saying, you better go get your AMC car. cards. I'll tell you what, I live in Houston, huge city, what, like the 5th, 6th largest city in America? So yeah, my city ran out quick. So if you're lucky, or if you're in the sticks like you, Nick, well, you probably got a chance to get these cards. And you know what, just keep on going, and you can probably put those suckers on eBay. Now let's talk Smash Brothers movie. We were talking about the comic book movies. Could there be a Smash Brothers movie? It's not really in the works, but the people behind Detective Pikachu has addressed it. They said the absolute key to making a Smash Brothers movie is to make characters, franchises, before you put them all together. You don't just make Smash Brothers, you make Mario, you make Link, you make Iron Man, you make Captain America. You do all these separate so you care about the characters, so when they finally do come together for their knockout, drag-out fight, well, that's how it happens. Ironically, you would probably, in order to do that, because you can't have Star Fox and you can't have Zelda kind of in the same universe unless you did it like Kingdom Hearts does it, or you do it like Captain N and the Game Master did it way back in the day, where you have kind of like parallel universes or worlds that are kind of linked. Well, it's like you have like a watcher, hence the Avengers, someone who watches over all these aspects, or the monitor of the DC universe. They can see all these worlds that don't seem to be connected, but somehow, some way they can be connected, and that's what you would have in this kind of movie. Basically Link would beat Ganon, but then the bad guy would come and bring Ganon into like the circle where all the leaders are. Bowser loses Peach, and as he's falling in the lava, someone just drains the lava as the last credit scene, and boom, there you go. You got Detective Pikachu figuring it all out, and it could be the Pokemon, actually, could be the main thing, because Pokemon, there are some super duper powerful Pokemon that are, like, they could do it. Okay, we're rounding at 7 minutes right now, so let's get to our comment of the day. Oh, just so we know, though, officially, there is no Smash Brothers movie in the works, but they have addressed it, and ooh, buddy, I think a Smash Brothers movie would do great as an anime or a 7-part series, but having it on a movie screen, hey, if you can make a Pikachu look realistic, you can pretty much make anything look realistic. So here is your comment of the day. I released a video that failed miserably today. I think it has 20 views, but you know what? I like it, so that's all that matters. Look at Stefan's like in-depth response. The video is about how I said Wind Waker is darker than Twilight Princess. Wind Waker's end was definitely darker than anyone was expecting. Here you have a cel-shaded game when everybody was expecting a realistic Zelda title that was shown in a teaser in the E3 before. Everything looks cute, and you have 2 children fighting a grown man in a Peter Pan type scenario. You even have some sympathy for Ganondorf when he explains his side of the story. However, negotiations are over, and one must die. None of us were expecting the final blow to hit us all so hard. It was quite an intense moment in gaming. Oh my gosh. That right there, that was a description, man. I think Stefan, I need to get you on this channel and talk more video games, because that I cannot review like you just reviewed. And Ken, I will say it. Tammy, I'm hoping you're having a happy Mother's Day. There's a couple hours left, so I still hope you're having a happy Mother's Day. And that goes out to all the mothers out there, whether it's my mother, or it's my wife, or it's Tammy, or it's Chris's wife, whoever you are, even if you don't have children of your own. If you pour into a child as if you are a teacher or a friend, you are in essence a motherly type to a child. And I wish every single mom out there a very, very happy birthday. Happy birthday. You know what? Have a happy birthday too this year, but I wish you a happy Mother's Day. And Tammy, I want you to especially have one. And, oh, final thing. I'm about to do a spoiler. It's a potential spoiler. I don't think there's anything of it. But if you're David Castillo, stop watching this stream right now. This is a spoiler for Smash Brothers. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Tammy's blushing. Oh, Tammy, I bet you're beautiful when you blush. Don't worry, Nick. I've got my own wife. I'm not trying to pick up on yours. But Tammy, have a happy Mother's Day. Okay, so here comes the spoiler. Frozen Raymond spotted in Smash Brothers. Personally, I looked really close. I can't even see it. But it's making the rounds. And Raymond he's not an assist trophy either. So the fact that he's not an assist trophy and the fact that he is like frozen, well, I don't know. It leads us to believe Raymond would be a very logical choice. He would almost be, at this point, a letdown of a character. It's almost like if they were to do the next Smash Brothers, he would be great as to introduce him, but to now, when we're all saliva, I don't know how, we're all drooling over the next 4, it's almost like head crab. That is totally Raymond. Can you see it? I can't really see it. I just can't. Headcrab says it's Raymond, though. So let's go with that. So right now, unless this is some kind of fake artwork, there's the rounds of showing. And don't forget, Nintendo accidentally released their stage builder, so maybe they accidentally released a shot of Rayman. So don't be surprised. Do a quick Google search for a side-by-side. It will help you see it. Alright, so that's great advice from Paradox. Do a quick Google search for a side-by-side and you will see it. And salivating. I can't unsee it. Can't unhear me trying to say salivating. I can't. Why? You know, I've said that word before. It's just hard for me sometimes. I can't see it, but you guys, I know you guys are legit. So, guys, it's dangerous to go alone. Please share this video, this channel with a friend. If you do share it with a friend, make sure you tell them there's a spoiler at the end. Guys, have a great night, and I'll see you for Mail Call Monday tomorrow morning.